It's not that we are against the big people. Even now, me as president, I get a small salary. I refused to go for higher salary. I refused. Tumugenda kunyingiza mu nsobi. They were paying me 3.6 million. Then 20% I gave to NRM. So I think Mama, on the account, they put there 2.7 million. Then my people came and said, but President, in Tanzania, in Kenya, I said, this is Uganda. Not Kenya, not Tanzania, not UK, not Pakistan, not no. My people are still getting small salaries. There's no way I can get a big salary and then I say you remain with small. Let's pay these scientists well. Authority has nothing to do with pay. Even if I'm getting a lower salary than all of you here, you challenge me and then you will see who has what authority. Why do you mix authority with pay? Banyankore normally don't eat before the children have eaten. When they bring food, the old man will not eat. Have the children eaten? That's when he will eat. Even in Baganda, I saw them in the Mikoro. Nanyinimu doesn't eat when the guests are eating. He just sits there, supervises. So therefore, Professor Katunguka, on the issue of if they are scientists, they must be paid for the government universities. They must be paid what they will be paid in the private sector. On the issue of salary, for scientists, our scientists, you are pushing somebody who is quoting. Because I support that line. I have been having a war with some of my people, and this war started a little bit in Soroti Flying School. There we have got a government flying academy where pilots are trained, pilots and aircraft engineers. Now, because we still didn't have enough money in the whole government to pay all government workers well, then actually Professor Nsibambi, when he was Minister of Public Service, brought the idea of democratic suffering, that we should all suffer. If the money is not enough, all of us should get small. But the idea of Professor Nsibambi of democratic suffering was different from our Bayekera experience with the guerrillas. Because in the bush we had no food, very little food, and we would be democratically starving, all of us. But we said, although we are, and you know, when you have not eaten enough, you are always dozing. I think the body is trying to conserve the few calories by sending you to sleep so that you don't squander the little calories you have. Now, when you are hungry, you tend to doze. So we said, if we all doze, the enemy will come and kill all of us. So although we don't have enough food, let's give the soldiers on duty who are guarding the camp more food, so that for them they are at least awake. Even if we are asleep, if the enemy comes, they will engage him and then we shall wake up. So we're able to see the one on sentry duty, what they call sentry duty, the ones guarding, should get more food than the rest of us. And this is my logic when I say the scientists should get more pay for now, because otherwise we shall all be killed. That was my logic. So therefore, if these are scientists, academicians, now because we need them urgently now. If we don't quote Shakespeare, because me, I am a person of literature, but if I don't quote Shakespeare, people will not die. But if somebody gets cellulitis and is not treated, he will die. So now, although I'm very clever, I can remember what Shakespeare said and how he said it, and he was looking this way. What we need now is the one who can treat cellulitis immediately now. Then in the future we shall see how to handle this clever man of literature when we are able. So that's the logic why we say, please, if the money is small, let's start with these scientists. Because we need them to keep the roads open, civil engineers, the buildings, architects, the medicals, to keep us alive. So therefore, in that line, I would insist that the government science educators. No, but let me first finish the Soroti issue. Because of the other logic of Professor Nsibambi of democratic suffering, Soroti Flying School is under Ministry of Works. So there is the permanent secretary, there is the undersecretary in the ministry, there is the principal assistant secretary. These are all big people there. Then you come to the head of the school, is there. And then you come to the pilot instructors and engineers, aircraft engineers. Now, they were paying them a smaller salary because they had to earn lower than the permanent secretary, to be lower than the principal secretary, to be lower than the undersecretary. But the pilot, the one who was qualified on a commercial jet engine, in the market is earning 25 million shillings. If he has qualified on a jet engine. So I bought 6 aircrafts for training. The school was there. The artificial training, the simulator was there. The airport is tarmacked, but all the teachers went away. They went to earn money from the airlines, and they refused to train my pilots. So I told my people, now, what are you doing here now? Why don't you pay these pilot instructors what they are paid in the market so that they keep your school open? Now the school is going to close. What sort of wisdom is this? So eventually they saw my point and they started paying the pilots higher than the principal secretary. Principal secretary can go and shut another one. But this pilot instructor, we don't have another one. What do we do now? Do we close the school or what? You people banange munyambe okutegera ekigambo ekyo. It's not that we are against the big people. Even now, me as president, I get a small salary. I refused to go for higher salary. I refused. Timugenda kunyingiza mu nsobi. They were paying me 3.6 million. Then 20% I gave to NRM. So I think Mama on the account they put there 2.7 million. Then my people came and said, but President, in Tanzania and Kenya, I said, this is Uganda. Not Kenya, not Tanzania, not UK, not Pakistan, not no. My people are still getting small salaries. There's no way I can get a big salary and then I say you remain with small. Let's pay these scientists well. Authority has nothing to do with pay. Even if I'm getting a lower salary than all of you here, you challenge me and then you will see what's what authority. Why do you mix authority with pay? Banyankore normally don't eat before the children have eaten. When they bring food, the old man will not eat. Have the children eaten? That's when he will eat. Even in Baganda, I saw them in Mikoro. Nanyinimu doesn't eat when the guests are eating. He just sits there, supervises. So therefore, Professor Katunguka, on the issue of if they are scientists, they must be paid for the government universities. They must be paid what they will be paid in the private sector, our scientists, in the government universities. I even heard that they don't get, because there's one of my people whom I talked to, and she told me that they don't get retired. There's some issue about retirement, something. What is the story in the universities about retirement? Huh? Professor Katunguka, you tell me. Do you have any problem with the retirement packages for our teachers? Is it different for government universities?
Your Excellency, the situation appears to be different from one university to another. There are some universities which contribute to NSSF, and others have their own retirement, in-house retirement packages.
Oh, you don't have a harmonized?
No, there is no harmonized retirement package for public universities. I think that was the matter of contention.
Is that a good thing or a bad one?
Your Excellency, I think it's a good thing.
Oh.
Because when they retire, then they have something to keep them going.
Is it good to have a non-harmonized?
No, I think a non-harmonized one would be treated differently from one institution to another. There are some institutions that have their own internal arrangements.
No, so Mbaleke, you have no problem.
Your Excellency, I think this matter was discussed in Public Universities Forum, and we are going to discuss it again and see whether we can come up with a plan, whether government can pay retirement packages for all retirees from government institutions, including universities.
Because I had one of my people who was really suffering, and when I asked her what was the problem, she said, you know, we in the university, because she was teaching in the university also, we in the universities, when we retire, really, we are not the same like the public servants. and I was not happy. So, what will you do?
Your Excellency,
Chairperson, you are the chairperson. You advise me because you said you are there to advise me. That's what Okwakoro said. In the 15 points of Okwakoro, one of them was to advise me. So I am now here to be advised.
Your Excellency, to be honest, I have not put my mind to this particular problem.
You go and discuss it and come and advise me.
I'll do that, Your Excellency.
Through the minister.
Thank you.
So with these few words, I congratulate you. Katonda wabere.
Your Excellency, you deserve a standing rare ovation for this standing up for us. Thank you, thank you, thank you.